Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back. As always, huge thank you for the support. So today, like I said last time, I'm going to come in with these Delightful Robins decoupage card kit. I believe it did sell out the first time it was launched a couple of weeks ago, but they brought it back for birthday week. So it is a sort of concept card kit. So you do get 2 of each card. So I'll just show you one of each. So you've got the beautiful, they're all robins. The robin with the little, it's not a trowel, a little garden fork. You've got the robin with the holly, the robin with the little snowman, and he does look a bit like the one from the snowman, you know, the actual cartoon. Your robins with your post box, robin with your country house, and then your robin with your hellebores. I'm going to be using this one today. And then also you do get inserts, you get envelopes, and if I just move that out of the way, you do get the decoupage as well. So decoupage for each of those robins. Like I say, there is repeat, so you get 2 of each card, so that's fantastic. And you also get the inserts, which would normally go, if you were making up the card as it is, you would put that on the inside, fold that over, your decoupage would go on there. Job would be a good one. Okay, it would be a fantastic card to send to somebody. We are not going to be doing that today. If I don't throw my decoupage away, that might be great. Okay, let me move that out of the way as well. Okay, so I'm not sure whether we're going to get 1 or 2 cards done today. I'm going to do my best for 2. But just because of the amount of foam pads that are on it, it can be quite time consuming. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to start by bringing in my trimmer. And I'm just going to trim this straight down the middle, which gives us 2 pieces that are 5 3/4. Okay, so if I move that to the side for a second, going to bring in my scoreboard. I've got a card blank that I've made myself, 6 by 12. I'm going to be making a 6 by 6 card, or at least a card that goes into a 6 by 6 envelope. Maybe slightly bigger because it is exactly 6 by 6. So I would probably put, you know, another 1/2 inch or 1/2 centimetre on, just for a bit of comfort, especially with the decoupage. So I'm scoring at the halfway point for my 6, and I'm also scoring at my 3 because we're going to be doing a reverse easel card. So I have played with these kits before. I have done quite a few cards with these delightful birds, so there's quite a few little sort of suggestions on what you can do with them if you don't want to stick to the concept card. So let's pop that out of the way. Okay, so now I'm going to bring that trimmer back in. Now I decided, because I wanted to use the pale blue, feeling a bit blue today, dabba-dee-dabba-da, I was going to use the mirror sparkles to pick up on that silver foiling. So I need to do a base, this piece on the top there, and I think that is all we need for now. So because this is 5 3/4, I'm going to go, I can still go in at my 2 notches under the 6, and then this should fit onto there quite nicely. Let's just put that one onto there, and we've got quite a nice border around that, so that will be our base, I think. We also need another piece, which is going to be 2 notches under the 6 all the way around, which is going to be our topper piece. And that will fit onto there. And I'm just going to grab another little piece of that there, and we need, so we've got a piece that's 3 by 6, So just 2 notches under the 3, that to the side, and 2 notches under the 6, and that will fit onto there. A lot of it is going to be hidden. In fact, I think most of it will be hidden, so I'm just wondering whether I need to cover that up or not. So what I was going to do was cut the insert and put that on there, but when we put this on, it's pretty much covering all of it, so I'm not even going to bother with it. I don't think I can get away. I actually could. So I'm going to save that bit for another day. What I can do is get away with just putting that straight onto there. No other matting and layering required. So didn't need to cut that other piece, but that is good. And I think that is it for now. So let's do a little bit of assembling. So I've got my all-purpose glue, Canal all-purpose glue. This is the glue that I get from Crafter's Companion. Just be super careful with the foiling, as it can take the shine off. And I also use my tacky glue just in the corners, just to make it stick a little bit quicker, and therefore it's not going to move around. I love the all-purpose glue because it does stiffen the card, and gives the card a bit more sort of it just makes it thicker. It sort of really bonds to it really well, and I'm not saying the tacky glue doesn't, but for me, I just prefer to use it, and I like the tacky glue because it does go off quite quick. So I tend to use a little combination of both. Some people do, some people don't. You know, you do what works for you, really. You know the glues that you're using. So let me just check to see if there is a right and a wrong way. And this snowflake one here is at the top, so we will pop this directly onto there, like so. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is pop this out for now. I'm going to go around these edges with my tacky again. And the reason why I don't use tacky glue all over it is because I have mixed results with tacky glue, and that's all types of tacky glue, in that sometimes it does tend to, because it's water based, does tend to sort of buckle your card a bit. So that's why I mix the glues up. I find I get the best results by using both. Okay, so let's just give that a good burnish down on both of those edges. And then what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to glue onto here rather than onto that card. Just making sure my snowflake is at the top, and I'm just going to put a little bit of the tacky glue on, and we just want to put that on so we've got our borders. There we go, and then that is the start of a pretty snazzy easel card. If you, I wouldn't suggest gutting this, to be honest, because I am going to be popping that on, and you do need something to support on the back. If you didn't want to use all of your card, what you could do is use some acetate instead, and you'd get a nice result that way as well. Okay, so for our, let's grab the decoupage piece as well. So what I have done is popped pads all over the back, just trying to save a little bit of time. I think this is going to come up quite high, so I think I am going to go ahead and glue that flat. If you wanted to add even more dimension, you could do. I'll put a little bit of tack in there as well. But I am going to see if I raise it up a little, you will get a little bit of that holograph coming through, but I am going to keep that quite flat because I don't want to make too fat an envelope for it to go in, if you know what I mean. Okay, so let's pop out our images. So it does say if there are any pieces that struggle to come out, use a knife or your scissors. So I am just going to go pretty gently. I can see that is not wanting to come out there. So if I just slide my knife behind, it should loosen those pips, she says. So just carefully ease that out. And sometimes it is just a little easier to see where you're supposed to be going from the back. Just be careful that you don't pop out anything that you're not supposed to. Okay. Here's to that piece here that needs to come out as well, and sometimes just sort of wiggling them a little bit does help. Okay, so after a fashion, there is one of number one. It's just a little edge there, so I'm just going to take that in. Out. There we go. Okay, hopefully they're not all going to be that difficult. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pause the video and just get all of these out, because it looks like they all are quite securely in, so it's going to take a bit of time. So rather than you watch a boring bit of video where I'm fiddling about with these, I'll come back when I've got them all laid out on my desk. Okay, so back again. So we've got three sort of big layers with the robin with the fork. The robin itself has got 4 more layers after that, and then you've got these little bits of trees and the backgrounds that needs to be layered as well. So at least while I have been doing that, oh, this has slipped a little bit, let me just move that back. This has been drying quite nicely, apart from that bit that I just had to pull back off, but that is going to stick down nicely there. So I am going to be using some tacky glue on the back of these foam pads, just to add a little bit of wiggle time. Actually, there's another little bit there, just a little bit of wiggle time, and it will just help with the gluing as well, a bit of security. Now I just have to get all the backs off these. So I know I've got a parcel on the way, so I I'm quite happy about that, although still waiting for this horsey one. So I'm sure that will be here shortly. So just some tacky glue on the back. I might just grab my tweezers, and then what you need to do, slightly difficult angle for me, but you need to just get that straight overhead. And the circle itself, because you've got this die cut circle on the decoupage, that does guide you round on the actual picture. And I mean, as always, they always give you this great amount of decoupage. I know in the past I haven't used all of the decoupage. Sort of planning to sort of get more than one image out of it. But this one, and probably the next card I do as well, I'm just going to use it all. And again, this is a lovely Christmas offering from Hunkydory. Okay, so then again, just put there, and it gets a bit easier as bits come away because you can actually see where they are meant to go. Just lining up the beak, the flowers. It's a little bit off. Let me just grab that one back if I can. This is the benefit of having that tacky glue on there. You do get that second chance. That's a bit better. There we go. Okay. Layer number 3. And you can see by the amount of decoupage on here that if you were to make them up as they were intended, this would really be popping through that aperture in the front. So just peeling all these backs off. And then let's see if we get this one right first time. So this is mainly our bird and our fork. So. And then we're coming to the bird itself. So let's pop these on. Going to go onto there, and then this one's lost a bit of his tail, so he's coming forward again. So I know I said before I'm not a fan of concept card kits as such, but if I see something like this where I can pretty much do what I want with it anyway, and I love the birds. My nan really loved birds. She used to collect little porcelain sort of birds. In our attic here we have my nan subscribed to some bird magazine, and each month they would send her a figurine, and she never took them out the box, so it was just for the love of collecting them, or collecting something that she really liked. But they're all still in the boxes that they came in our attic now. So she'd had them in her bedroom, just in a big pile. There we go. And if you want to, with this decoupage, you can be shaping it a little. You can use your 3D glue gel if you want to go for some sort of ultra realistic. Okay, and then these little bits are little bits that are going to go around, so it's just going to be a case of figuring out where they go. And this is just going to bring the scene to life. It's the little bits that usually add that in. I think that goes around about there. And then we've got a bit goes there. Oops. Oops. Zombie jump over, it's alright, we're safe. There we go. So I think this is going to go on to this big piece first, so just because I've taken that bit of sticky off, I'll pop that on there, ready. If they ever invent a foam pad that you don't need to take the back off, somebody would make millions. Okay, and then that bit's going to go on now. Okay, building that bit up. Then we have this leaf, which I think goes on the front. There, and then we've got some of these snowdrops. That's a leaf from behind. Not a leaf, it's a petal, sorry. So I think that one goes in there, and then we've got this one here. Going to go in there. I'm guessing this one's going to go at the front, and then we've got two bits of berries to do as well. Turn this round. Okay, so this one does seem to have the sticky removed, so bonus. Going there, and then this one's going at that back there. Okay, so that's on to there. Okay, so then now what we need to do is to do our stopper part. So I'm going to use the actual sentiment as our stopper, so it's got winter wishes on. So if I grab a Crafter's Companion, oops, sorry, creaky chair, Crafter's Companion pad. Okay, because these are the chunkiest ones that I have, and I might go double on these, so can I get two? Yes, I can. Just going to pop in there. So I just want it nice and high so that it does give a nice bit of just going to take a little bit of that corner off. Just worry that's going to poke through on that side. It's alright on the other one, but right, so let's get this the right way up. Let's pop this down. And then we're just going to pop that in on the middle. So that's how we are looking at the moment. So lastly but never leastly, I'm going to bring in these clear gems. And if I snip the top off there, I need to a bit further down. Okay, so I just want some of these ones, so hopefully not all going to spill out. So if I pop these down for a second, and what I'm going to do is just go around all of these snowflakes. I've got my picky up tool. Just put a bit in there ready as well. Oh, maybe not. Okay, let's just pop. Go around and put on theirs. Just to make sure they are turned over the right way. I'm just going to work my way around, so I'm going to leave that little one. More of those. Okay, so I think we probably could do more than one in there as well. So we've got our sparkle there, and then I'm going to come in with these smaller ones, see if I can get them without tipping them all out. Oops, some little diddy ones there as well, but that's fine. And what I'm going to do is pop a little bit of glue on each of those. To use these little ones, that's quite cute. And these gems have got a little bit of a purpley pink tinge to them as well. A nice little bit of sparkle. That's that. There we go. Onto there, and then I'm going to decide what I'm going to do on these bottom ones, and I think I will go ahead and just pop some around halfway. I'm not going to do it all the way around because it's not going to be worth it. You're not going to see them. So again, and I'm going to use these smaller ones. So let's just tip those over the right way. We can just go ahead, pop them on, nice and quick. Just a question of getting them turned over. And two more, so one there. Actually, I'm going to go with one of these smaller ones on there. There we go. Okay, so that's the little card finished. So let me just bring that round and show that to you. So you've got a little bit of sparkle at the bottom, a little bit of sparkle at the top. What I would do, or what I will do, is take the insert, which is here. When that's all dried, I'm not going to do it now. What I'll do is I will just pop that onto the back, and I'm just going to glue that flat. No mats or layers or anything, just as it is. I mean, if somebody wanted to, they could write in here if they had a mind to, or they can write on the back. The other option, if you don't want to pop it on the back, is to fold it in half, like so, and pop it in there so that that's hidden when the card is open, which is another option which I tend to do quite a lot. I'm going to leave it at that because I think it's been quite a long video with, you know, taking the pads off. I'm not going to subject you to that on this one, another video today. What I'll do is I'll come back next time and with one of the others I'm going to do a sort of cutaway card, and we'll have a bit of fun with this kit again. Hopefully after that we may be able to change it up to some of the rainbow flowers new kit. Hopefully that should come tomorrow. It says it's been dispatched, and usually that comes by parcel post, so usually does come pretty quick, so it'll either be here tomorrow or Monday. But on Sunday anyway, when I come back on Sunday, you know what it's going to be. It's going to be this Delightful Robins again, and we'll have another little play with that. If you are looking for ideas on what to do with these kits, like I say, I have done videos in the past where I did a box. I think I did a normal easel card. I did a cutaway panel card. So you can either look through my videos for the Delightful Birds Season 1 and Delightful Birds, or you can, I think there's Winter Birds as well, or you can have a look on my Pinterest page, which is Sybil Jane's Concoction, same as the videos, and if you scroll through the pictures there, you'll see them in there as well. I might give you some ideas. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. As always, you know, I really do appreciate each and every one of you. You're wonderful human beings. See you next time. Happy crafting. Bye bye.